If you already have learned acupuncture points of Korean hand therapy, on those acupuncture points, you can utilize needles, you can utilize guardian angel, you can utilize anything and everything sharp, as long as it's pointy, and as long as it's hopefully covered with silver, gold, or sometimes even platinum. They make the best tool. So stimulating those areas, or putting these little moxie bars onto those locations in order to benefit your body. And last time we already talked about the benefit of it, such as getting relief from pain, promoting sleep, promoting circulation, getting rid of inflammation, getting rid of toxins out of your body, including heavy metals, by stimulating different organs to get rid of them more effectively. And also purifying blood. Purifying blood actually means a lot to our body. And we'll cover that later on also. And bringing up of more circulation of your lymph, distributing more of all these different wonderful things that you need in your body system, including oxygen. So, all that benefit that you can expect from moxibustion is phenomenal. If you want to go into testimonials, we have seen people with numbers and numbers of testimonials, such as, you know what breech baby is? Babies babies who have not turned for delivery. That means they could actually cause C-section. It could cause big trouble when you're delivering the baby. And we have seen hundreds of cases where we utilized moxibustion to turn the baby in 3 days, just by doing the moxibustion. On the hand, we have seen people regulating their blood pressure, regulating their sugar level, just by doing this. We have seen people, this is very outrageous, but we have seen people who claim that they have gotten rid of their stomach cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer. Instead of going, oh, well, we also have a person who had ruptured appendix. Guess what that means? You'll be dead. Mm-hmm. And he survived. And he didn't know it was actually the appendix that ruptured. But just because he was in pain, this was in Korea, he had pain and he didn't know what to do, and he had amazing amount of pain. He said that he couldn't really stand. So the first thing that he did was just looking for the moxie that he had. And he burnt it all night long. And then in the morning, he went to the hospital. And the doctor checked up on him and he said, it's a miracle that you survived because you had that issue. And we also have amazing number of people who have gotten rid of all these terminal issues that modern science of medical says it's impossible. We have literally, according to our teachers, we have literally resurrected some people, they say, with a direct moxibustion. When you talk about moxibustion, there are two different types. One is indirect, and the other one is direct. When we say indirect, means you are putting the herb on the skin, yet right between the skin and the herb, there is a material which is separating. So you do not get serious burn, so you do not get blisters, so you don't feel that much of pain. And this right here is actually a form of indirect moxibustion because it has a padding of paper. But since thousands of years ago, instead of padding of paper, we also have utilized ginger, we have utilized salt, we have utilized garlic, and all kinds of different things in order to perform indirect moxibustion. And direct moxibustion is actually something very barbaric, very, very dangerous, number one, and painful, which means you're actually burning the mugwort on the top of your skin. And it gives you tremendous pain, yet the result is phenomenal. That's why people over in Korea, Japan, and China are still doing direct moxibustion, even though they have pain and everything. So, when we talk about indirect, I can just go over little by little. This indirect moxibustion, all you have to do is literally, there is a sticker built in. And all you need to do is just remove the sticker, find the acupuncture points that you want to benefit, and then you literally light it up with a lighter or onto the candle. And hold it until it gets hot. And if it does get hot, more than you can handle, all you have to do is just use a tweezer and remove it. But a second later, 1 or 2 seconds later, put it back onto the same location. And you start with 1 or 2 bars, which means 1 or 2 acupuncture points. But once you get used to it, you can actually have it onto the palm of your hand or the back of your hand, 3, 4, 5, 10, or sometimes even 20. We have amazing amount of people who are doing probably 20 on each hand, 40 on both hands doing this. And yes, it does get hot. When it gets hot, we do not want you to hold on to it. We want you to either remove it with a tweezer or get rid of it if you cannot handle. Why? Because if you leave it too long, if you actually wait too long, you can actually get blisters onto those fingers, onto those hands, which means you will not be able to do it for a few days because it's painful. So at any cost, prevent that.